Hello, everyone. Today I'm going to talk about one-person transfer. When we're talking about transferring, it involves moving a student safely from one place to another. It requires throughout assessment of their physical and cognitive abilities, proper body mechanics, and safety. Precautions are essential to protect both the student and yourself during a lift and transfer. One-person transfer involves a single caregiver lifting or repositioning a student using the proper techniques. So in the next video, I will be showing you how I use those mechanics to safely transfer my student.
Oh, I got it for you. I am Mr. Davis. I am Mr. I am going to tell you huge go a little fast. So I'm just gonna put my hands here. That's good. Yeah. So I'm gonna put my arms under your ankles. So just right. While I'm gonna do that, just right here. I'm gonna position your hands and my abs. I'm ready. Is that yes. So I'm just gonna put my neck between just to give it a little bit of extra support. Okay. 1, 2. Okay. Yes. That's what I lift and scoop back. Yeah. Especially if you're right. There we go. Thank you very much.
Hello everyone. In our video, my colleague and I will be demonstrating a two-person transfer from sitting position to lying down. You will see proper communication to the student patient indicating what steps are being taken to ensure comfort and a safe environment for both the patient and the student, and for the people that are doing the transfer.
Right, waiting to sweat under together quite wildly to understand this. We're both going to be trying to with your seat onto the bed. You're ready. Over your chest. And I'm going to put my hands underneath your arms and I'm going to secure this one's like now we're going to position your legs. Where my thigh. My hands under your thighs. Yes. And we're gonna then with you and have your feet ready. You can do me too. Some brands it doesn't need to. I don't know. From my experience, I like it stable. I'm gonna go to see orange the center. If we will. Oh, they're all coming back? Thank you.
Hello everyone. In this video, I'll be demonstrating dressing with student Josie. I'll be in constant communication with the student, giving step-by-step of what is happening and ensuring she is comfortable and safe while putting her coat on. Once Josie returns from recess, I'll be giving her a step-by-step of how to take her coat off, making sure that she is comfortable and safe.
All right, Josie, we're gonna go outside. Bell's gonna ring. Let's get you ready to go outside. Okay. Ooh, drop this. I'm just gonna help you put your coat on. I'm gonna help you put your arm in, the one that's a little bit weaker. I'm gonna assist putting it in. Let me help you out there. It's giving us problems, of course. And I'm just gonna go around you. And here I come. Ready? Woo-hoo. And then we're gonna put your arm in. I'll help you. There we go. We're gonna come. And I'm gonna button you up. Are we gonna count the buttons? 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Good job. 4, 9, 9. You're so silly. Even 5. All right, we gotta get your scarf on now because it's getting cold out, right? It's gonna wrap it around you. All right, we're gonna go outside now, okay? Okay. Good job. How was outside time? Fun. It was fun. You're a little cold? Yes. All right, I'm gonna help you get yourself off so we can do some sensory time, all right? Okay. I'm just gonna wrap it around you. Woo-hoo, look at that. Hopefully I don't hit you. All right, we're gonna unbutton. We're gonna count again, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, I'm just gonna take your hand and give it a slide up to the sky, and I'm just gonna walk around. This coat. It's a nice coat. I'm gonna help you take your arm out. Let's wiggle it on down. All right, there you go, Josie. Now you can go do your sensory time. Okay, thank you.
Hi everyone. Today I'm going to demonstrate feeding a student with special exceptionalities. So I have my son here today who's going to help demonstrate. So what we want to do is when the student is going to be sitting in a chair or if they're sitting in their wheelchair, whether they're in the wheelchair or they're going to be transferred, we want to ensure that the student is sitting in an upright position. At the same time, as an EA, you also want to be sitting in front of the student so you're able to feed the student without having to strain your back. You as well have to keep your back up in an upright position as well. Before we actually start eating, we have to ensure that both people have washed their hands thoroughly when we're touching food. So right now, my son and myself did wash our hands. So before you feed the child, you have to ensure that the child, well, actually their parent gave us the permission to feed the child using a plastic utensil. If a plastic utensil has not been authorized, then you want to use a stainless steel utensil. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take a yogurt and then I'm going to demonstrate how we're going to feed it to a student who's not able to feed themselves. So what you want to do is you want to ensure that the students is before you feed them is they're ready to be fed. So Joseph, are you ready for me to feed you?
Yes.
Yes? So at this time you want the student to open their mouth and then you're going to place the spoon directly into their mouth, but only about 3/4 in their mouth because you only want to give them just so much that they can take the food. At the same time, the student's going to close their mouth and then you're going to release the utensil. So we're going to do this a couple of times. So once the child has been fed, we'll just say that this is his third time having the yogurt. So Joseph, can I feed you one more time? Did you finish with the last spoon?
Yeah.
You did? Are you ready for the second spoon?
Yes.
Perfect. So we're going to open and then we're going to feed the student again. At the same time, when the student closes his mouth, you want to release the spoon. Now, Joseph is getting thirsty. Would you like some water?
Yeah.
So we're going to give Joseph a glass of water. We're going to pretend that Joseph can't use his arms. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slowly feed him his cup of water. Now, what I want to do here is I want to slowly give him water at the same time watching that the student is drinking. And we want to ensure that there's no choking. Okay? Okay, let's release. Thank you. Now, we get a napkin to wipe our mouth, but that's okay. So then we want to clean the student's face and remove any excess water or any food in their face. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to feed the student again. But this way, when we're feeding a student and they end up having a reflex that they lock their mouth. So Joseph, open your mouth. Okay. Just hold on to the spoon for me. What we want to do in this situation is we do not want to pull the utensil away from the student's mouth because we can harm the student. So what we want to do is we want to gently rub their cheek. At the same time, lift up their chin, and this will allow access for the utensil to be removed from their mouth. And then the student can then safely continue eating their food. Now, if you're noticing that the amount of size of the food that you're feeding the student is too big, you may want to cut them into smaller pieces. So let's just pretend that this little spoonful is too much for him to handle. So what we want to do is we want to take half of it and give him less. Now, if the student is eating some food with solids, you want to cut the solids in halves or in quarters, depending on the item of the food. So we're going to pretend for cucumbers that we have cucumbers. So instead of cutting the cucumber in a circular, we want to cut it in a long strip way. So this way, the student, if they're having difficulties of swallowing, they're not going to choke on their food. And then that's it. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed.
Hi there, in this video I'm going to be talking about the skill positioning. So when we think about positioning, there's lots of things to keep in mind with this skill. The first thing is that we want to ensure that the student is sitting in a comfortable position, whether that is ensuring that the student is sitting in an upright posture when they're doing a classroom activity, or whether they are getting help and assistance with feeding. Or also we can help position the student to prevent kinks and strains in their body. And a way that we can do that is helping position the student from one area to another, whether that's transferring them from the chair to the floor or transferring them from another chair to a chair. We always want to focus on their posture and the way that they're sitting. They could be sitting they could be sitting closer towards the edge of the chair, which we really don't want and could help prevent, like I said, just sitting up against the chair ensuring that our posture and our shoulders are sitting upright in a parallel position. And as you can clearly see in the video that I will be demonstrating with Josie, I will be making sure that her posture is correct, and I will be also repositioning her from one area to the next. Thank you. Okay, Josie, I noticed that your posture needs to be fixed. So I'm going to come on your side and I'm going to put your back up straight. And then I'm going to put your legs this way. So then I guide you towards the chair. So next we're going to go from the chair to the couch. Okay. I'm going to lift your arm. So I'm going to put my arm on your arm. And then I'm going to guide your legs down to the ground. And then you're going to stand up. Thank you. Next, we're going to make sure that your posture is still straight. Next, we're going to walk over to the couch very slowly. Now we're going to sit down on the couch. And I'm going to shift your legs inwards. Make sure that your posture is still uptight and you're sitting straight. Do you feel comfortable?
Much better.
Okay, perfect. All right.